What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Leafs Chatter. Leafs lose 2-1 in overtime to the Detroit Red Wings. We'll get into this team in just a second, but before I do, smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm really trying to grow the channel. It's been doing okay so far. We've been getting a decent amount of views. It's been getting a little bit better on shorts and TikTok. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in and watching it. But yeah, we'll continue going forward. I'll try to continuously post as much as I can. And yeah, let's just get into this game. So starting off, I thought we had a pretty decent first period as well as Detroit. I thought we both played really well. I thought both of our goalies played on their heads tonight. Gibson was outstanding. Wall was amazing. But Scott Laughton, he gets us started at the start, and then we give up a goal, 20 seconds later. Or sorry, not 20 seconds later. 20 seconds with the period about to end. You can't give up a late goal like that. That just shatters the team going into the next period. But surprisingly, it didn't shatter the Leafs. We ended up having our best period of the night in the second, where we played really good. 14 shots to 7, like we outshot them by double, so that's good. And then for some reason, when we got into the third, we just looked empty, like we were running on empty. Like we got 5 shots, they got 13. I felt like they were always in our zone, and I felt like we just couldn't get out. They were hemming us in, but it is what it is. Then you get into overtime, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But yeah, just we had okay chances. We didn't get one on net, but it is what it is. And then we lost the game. Like looking at the goals, first period, almost 5 minutes into the first, Scott Laughton scores with a nice hard board battle by Stevie Lorentz. He did a great job, Lorentz there. And then you got idiot Calle Jarnkrok fucking tries to shoot it. Thank God he fanned on it, because this guy can't fucking finish for shit. He sucks. He fanned on the shot and ended up going right to Laughton miraculously, and Laughton was just in the right spot at the right time and buried it. Now, Laughton also had a penalty shot, which we won't talk about because it was a horrible attempt. He should have just did one of his slap shot clappers. At least it would have been a shot on net. But, I mean, he got a goal, so I'm not going to complain. He got a goal, 7th of the season. And then we get into, we gave up a goal at the end of the period. Larkin to Raymond, fucking Edvinsson, like, you can't be giving that stuff up, man. Right at the end of the period, it's killer. Like, if we went into the second a goal up, like, who knows, it could be a different game, because we dominated that second period, and then it could be a toss up in the third period. Like, you just never know. You can't give up those late goals like that. It's like a gut punch. And then Larkin to finish it off in overtime because of a stupid play by Easton Cowan. Bonehead play, gets bodied off the puck, falls, gives it up, and they score. Gets bodied off by, I think it was Seider, which, Seider's a big boy, but, dude, if you're under pressure, people were open. Just pass it. He's making these bonehead plays, and he's been taking a shit ton of penalties. He has had 5 penalties in his last 9 games. 2 of those penalties, I think 2 or 3 of those penalties, ended up resulting in goals, which cost us games. Like, I get it. He's a kid. I get it. Kids make mistakes. I understand that, and the only way he's gonna learn is if he's making mistakes. But he can't be making mistakes in important games like this. This is a division rival. We need these 2 points to climb the ladder, and we just lost a point because of him. Chiefs shouldn't put him in those situations unless it's like fucking Anaheim, like dog shit teams, the Rangers. Then sure, you could put him on. They're not division rivals. It is what it is. If he fucks up, like, this is against Detroit. We need these points. This is make or break. You're either gonna make the playoffs this year by squeezing into a wild card spot, or you're not. So I think they used him wrong. They shouldn't have even played him, in my opinion, in overtime. Terrible fucking play by him. Cost us the game. Wall played on his head all night. He didn't deserve that. And we lose. So getting into the stats here. We had Scott Laughton, goal, 3 shots, 2 hits. He was a +1. All these guys are +1s. Jarnkrok, garbage. I don't even want to talk about him. He doesn't deserve that fucking +1. Lorentz +1. Riley, Stetcher. Those were the only +1s tonight. And then, yeah, everyone else played okay. Like, Cowan caught a minus for that bonehead fucking play. And he took a stupid penalty tonight. Oh, my God. Matthews was a -1, but Matthews was all over the ice, I felt. Like, he had five shots. Tavares, I know he had 4 shots and he was a -1, but fuck, he looks so slow sometimes. And, like, it kills me how, like, the guy can't get to pucks. He's too slow. But when he does, yes, he's a grinder. He gets in there. But, frig, it takes him forever to get to the puck. And if he's chasing a guy down, it takes him even longer. You know, Domi gets another minus. I think Domi Domi and Riley have the worst +- on the team. I think Domi does now. Carlo was a -1, but you know what? He made a great save. I'm not even going to shit on Carlo that much. McMahon, I felt like he was laying some body tonight, but yeah, he caught a minus there. And then don't be fooled. Like, okay, McCabe was a -1 tonight. It says a -2, but the -2 was because of Cowan's idiotic play. So I'm not blaming that on McCabe, but he looked a little bit better tonight, but I still know that he's got more. I don't know if he's injured or something, but something's a little bit off with him. Hopefully he figures that out soon. Hopefully the break helps out, because even Nyes needs that. He needs that break. That guy's running on, I think, low energy. He's got that injury that's probably wearing him down. This is not 100% Matthew Nyes. And Ekman-Larsson gets hurt. So let's talk about that quickly before we get into Joseph Woll. Ekman-Larsson got hurt today, lower body injury. Let's just be real. It's probably going to end up being day-to-day, which is going to end up, in a sense, being week-to-week. At that point, I think Treliving's got to make a move on a defenseman. You either go for Dougie Hamilton, which don't give up too much, but it looks like we're going to have to get him 50% retained, or just go after Luke Schenn. Like I said, he's going to cost you a 5th or a 6th. I think he's like a $2.7 million cap hit. That's fine. OEL has a cap hit of like 3, I think he's like 3.5 or 4 or whatever we signed him for. And then Tanev, he's got to figure out if he's doing the surgery or not. Let us know now so that we know what we're doing, so that we can use your cap. So he's got to figure out what the hell he's doing. I think he should just do the surgery. If he just did the surgery at the start of the season, he would be back by the time playoffs starts. Or like at least like a few weeks before. But whatever, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like OEL, we'll have to see what'll happen. Hopefully he's okay. Getting into now Joseph Woll, I thought he played amazing. He was amazing all night. He had a great bounce back game. I know there's people saying that we can't blame Joseph Woll for last game, and it's true. Like at times it was all collapses and bad coverage, but at the end of the day, you really need a save from him sometimes. I get one of the goals was a tip, but it was a very flimsy tip. Like I think, I'm not saying you get that 10 out of 10 times, but in a game like that, if you could pull off a good save, it would be huge. And he didn't that game. But he played really good tonight. 41 shots, 39 saves. He only let in 2 goals. What do you want him to do with that OT one? He can't fucking do anything. He had a .951 save percentage, played on his head all night. Can't say anything bad about him. But that's it for this one though, guys. I think again we need to retool. We need to get some more players, and especially now if OEL is going to be gone for a while, we need to make a move. Brad needs to make at least some sort of move, whether that be defense, which I think it should be, or forward. That would be huge if he can do that, because it seems like one good thing actually that I heard is that Dakota Joshua is going to be skating again, I think this week. So he's going to be back on the ice. I don't think he's going to be doing he's probably going to be non-contact, but he's coming back, so that'll be good for the boys. Hopefully he's back after the Olympic break. But yeah, because once he's back, then we can kick out Yarncroke, get that idiot off the team, and then yeah, you got to think it's going to be tough, because if Joshua's back and Willie comes back, in my opinion, someone shouldn't be on the team. There are people that you can kick out. I wouldn't kick out Robbie. I think Robbie's been he has his streaks. He's a very streaky player, but I like what he brings in terms of effort. It might have to be Cowan, in my opinion, or Bocelli. I think Bocelli's, in my opinion, slowed down a little bit, but those would be the two that I think should be interchangeable. Like that's where you can take people out and put in a guy like Joshua, who was starting to find his game. He was playing a lot better. I think that's the move, in my opinion, going forward. But again, that's later on. Leafs gotta pull something together. Maybe make a trade on D would be huge if Brad can get something going before the Olympic break, because we could really use the help. And we're trying to push for a playoff spot. So if you don't make any moves, how do you expect to get any better? The D core is taking a beating. We need somebody else. And I think Schenn is your non-expensive replacement. So we'll see what he does. I'll make videos on if there are any updates. But as of this one, that's it for this one, though, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we're going to be playing Vegas. So we're going to see how that's going to be when Mitchie Boy comes back into town. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.